Welcome to GDPG, where we play games, talk game design, and today we are playing a little special fun game called Down the Rabbit Hole, made by Troll Games. If you don't know, Troll Games is my little game jam team, which I didn't participate on this one, because I was at C2E2, unfortunately.
Lame.
But shout out to Covert, James, Andrew, and Kurt, I think was their sound designer on this one.
Oh, we can find out.
Ooh! So this is a Ludum Dare 38 entry, where the theme was Small World. And the premise of this game is that your rabbit goes missing, and you climb into your hat to go find it. So Andrew did all the art. The other two guys, Covert and James, did the programming, and then Kurt did the audio design.
Yeah.
I think this is one of the best Game Jam games they've come up with yet, and I wasn't on this one, so I'm super disappointed. That's okay.
I mean, I'm sure they're not disappointed. Look what they got to make without you.
James was sure to rub salt in the wound about it. So the game mechanics are pretty straightforward. Funny enough, they were using our Tokaido playthrough as a reference for some of the game mechanics. I heard
Not Tokaido. This is Onitama.
Onitama, thank you.
So Tokaido, I started from like this, like Onitama.
Yeah, Onitama. Yeah, they were sharing that in the Skype group, and I was like, oh, what are they doing? I want to know. Now that I see it, I'm like, oh. Yeah. So the idea is your movement is based on the two cards in your hand, right? So we can move, the first card we move either directly up one or down one or over two.
Yeah, the spacing here is relative. Like the black space that they show on the card is you, and then it's relative to where you can move, not based off the board.
But the rabbits also move from the same cards on their side, and then the center card is the one that rotates based on your next action. So as soon as you use a card, it goes into the center pile and you take what's in the center. So it's quite literally the same idea as Onitama, just in a different context, which I really love how well this translates to other styles of games.
The thing that I actually am really enjoying so far is that all the creatures move based off the one card they pick. So they just use this card, and both rabbits moved accordingly, I believe, based off of that. So it allows you to predict like which way all of your enemies are going to be able to move.
Exactly. And you know, I don't know if people consider this game to be difficult or not. I think it's pretty moderate for once. We have a habit of making things way too difficult.
Yeah.
But I was able to get to the end, and I felt pretty satisfied with it, because at a certain point, once you kind of get how the game works, it's really easy to anticipate, for the most part, if you're going to get hit or not. So the game doesn't require that you get all the rabbits in order to go down the door, but there are some stages that require you kill everything before you can progress, and they do that by having the door present or not, which I think is a pretty smooth way of doing it. And I don't know how random the game is. I know that it randomizes the stages that it generates. I wouldn't be surprised if they hand-built all of these stages and then it just chooses which set it makes. But I don't know if they randomize the cards too. That's the one thing that I'm curious about, because sometimes they seem so perfect for the stage that I'm like, this has to have been on purpose. But sometimes I see combinations where I'm like, but who knows?
I've seen, I played just a little bit. I played like the first level and a half before, which the second level is different. So they randomize the stages that you go through. In addition, the first level I think is fairly consistent all the time, but its its cards seem to be exactly the same. So I think the cards are based off the level to give the, I don't know, to make it seem a little more fair on the player's end, because what if
it's too easy to get screwed over. Yeah. I think that's probably what it is. From a game design standpoint, that would be the smarter choice in my opinion, because that means that you're building these stages with cards in mind and not like just hoping that the cards that get generated are going to work for the stages. So if that's the case, then good job, Andrew, Covert, and James, and whoever worked on the design. Usually I'm the like artist and designer with Andrew, so I'm assuming that a lot of the design was between everyone. Well, no, I guess the design's usually pretty evenly dispersed between a lot of us, and then I'm sure Andrew built most of these stages. That's how I imagine it worked. The AI seems to work really well, too.
They seem to be able to respond accordingly.
Yeah, they're pretty smart. I actually there was only one point in which I saw like maybe the AI was kind of getting the shaft. There was one card that I saw that you stay exactly where you are, and that was your movement. It was not movement. And I used it once because I knew I could get away with it. And then the rabbits got it, and when they got it, they never used it because it was never optimal.
Oh no.
So I was like, now I just know how they're going to move every single time. And then
because whatever card you use is guaranteed that that's how they're going to move next time.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been jumbling back and forth, trying not to take damage here, and now I can finally move.
I love the aesthetic of the game too. I think that the art is spectacular. And, like,
oh yeah, I'm digging the hell out of it.
Yeah, right. And for a game jam, like they made this in what 48, maybe 72 hours. I don't remember how long the Ludum Dare goes for the jam. I think it's 72 hours. But Andrew's been good at pixel art for a long time, but this is a pretty good example of like
that play.
Right?
All right. Yeah, we're good here. It's a lot of its play reminds me of like the basics of learning how to do chess. It's where can I move? Then what will my opponent do if I move there? And then finishes off finally with what card am I going to get? And then what card am I going to give them?
I mean, that's for a lot of the same reasons why we liked Onitama, right? Because it was very limiting, but in a way that made the game a lot more interesting. And the rotation just added that much more depth to it. So it's kind of cool that they were able to create a game that was like, hey, the player and the bunnies are playing by the same rules, the exact same rules.
Yep.
But because the player's intelligent, it's not unfair to throw like 10 rabbits at you and expect you to win.
Because for the most part, there's an amount of prediction. There isn't like a random roll or anything like that, right?
And technically, the player has 3 health, right? So like,
yeah, there's room for error. What happens if the rabbits do succeed in jumping on the player?
You lose a health, but they disappear.
So they do disappear. Okay.
You can, funny enough, you can also jump off the board. I haven't done it yet because I assume you just lose a life. Maybe you go down to the next floor. But the rabbits will occasionally do that too, and they don't have any good options. The game will say
if I do this now, like if I click here, am I going to jump off?
You might. Oh, so you just died straight up. Which makes sense.
It's like optional loss. That's hilarious.
But the rabbits will occasionally do it too, and I think it's because the game goes like, well, 2 out of the 3 rabbits want to use this card. Sorry, one rabbit, you're gonna go down the hole.
I like that.
Which it's pretty infrequent, right? Because like most cards have at least 3 options. Occasionally they'll have 2. So it's pretty rare that you get in a spot where all of their options are down the hole.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall...
But at the same time, if it is like a bug with the AI, this game was made in 72 hours, so...
If it's just a small AI bug at that point, like, that's a blessing.
Right?
Oh, I am pinned. Well,
sucks to suck. Well, I mean, you can at least get the heart next turn.
Blink.
I think the one thing I do like about this game a lot from like a level design standpoint is how easy it would be to build levels with this. Because they probably built a little makeshift level editor in Unity. And then just had like a tile placer. And it's super easy, right? But that means that the turnaround for making a lot of different stages was probably really quick. So this is one of the stages that you have to kill everything. Because there's no door. I had a stage that had, how many is on here? 6? I think I actually had a stage that had about 10 bunnies on it. And it was just like a shitload of health, shitload of bunnies, but a big open space. And it was just like, have fun killing them. And it gets to a point where you try to like play your moves carefully, right? So you're trying to minimize the damage you take. But at that stage, I think they wanted you to just, at that point, the game generally, in that stage, I think the design intention was that you were supposed to kill as many as you could immediately and take minimal damage and then just pick up hearts as you go. But because I played the way that I played, I had a swarm of 10 bunnies following me, and I was like, I don't know how I'm going to deal damage without taking 10 damage.
When facing multiple opponents at once, it's best to go on the offensive immediately and then backpedal.
Yep.
Generally. Depends on the game. Oof. All right.
Well, they can't move directly to the up and left. You're probably safe there. Actually, yeah, you will be safe there.
And then allow me to a little bit more movement next turn.
Oh.
Aha! Take it.
I'm surprised that guy jumped down.
Oh, so I think that they all make the exact same movement is what happens.
I don't think they
moved.
I mean, they did that time, but I don't think they always do. I could be wrong, though. Maybe I'm just not paying attention. Oh, you're going to get hit.
No, yeah, not the exact same movement.
Although I think that guy, if he had moved up, he would have died too. I'm pretty sure.
Do you refresh health at the beginning of the next level?
Nope.
Oh.
So it's better now to get health than kill that last bunny. Unfortunately.
That's okay. I can work with this.
I think my only real complaint, and had I been on this jam, I probably would have suggested this, and I wouldn't be surprised if it came up too. I think the turns are a little slow. I think it gets to the point where, like, if you're trying to just move across the board, it feels very tedious.
Mm-hmm.
That said, I think that the general play cycle is so short that it's okay. Well, this is just mean.
Oh my. Okay. Blink. Wee, wee, wee. So that is like
That's
a tutorial level.
That's totally what the whole point of that was. That definitely tells me that was that the cards aren't randomized, right? Because it was like, either you can kill one and potentially take 2 damage, or, well, maybe that wouldn't have made a difference.
Okay, so basically, choose to move around and then steal that card from them and then get across as fast as possible. Or jump in the middle of all of them. Okay, if I use this, I'll land right here.
If you jump in the middle of them, you'll take 2 damage.
Will I?
Yes. You'll take 2 damage from the 2 guys at the bottom.
And this guy will be able to hit me. 2 guys at the bottom.
If you jump in the...
right here, not here.
I see.
I mean, middle, this is as far as I can go. So I can jump here. I'll get... they'll use this card.
Yeah.
This guy will hit me, and then that guy will jump across and hit me. I'll be fine otherwise. And
yeah, but will you be able to not take damage the next turn?
Well, we're going to risk it.
Ooh. Yeah, there's no time mechanics, so there's really no, like, you don't have to rush, but, you know.
Wink. All right. Okay, so I can get here. They will be able to hit me and I'll die. Okay. I can get here. They will be able to hurt me and I'll die. I can get here. They will not be able to hurt me, and I will not die. I could kill this guy, and this guy will be able to hurt me. I could jump off and end it quickly.
Always an option.
Always an option. Where was my safe move again? Shit. This guy? No. This guy.
So you were hoping to jump... It's the one to your lower left.
My hope would be right here, and then pick up that card, and then get across, and then win.
Good luck.
You know nothing. Shit, where was my move again?
It was the one...
Right here?
Yeah, that one.
Alright. Well, choices.
Ooh. Ooh.
Alright. Can't move directly down, nor diagonal, so right here, I'm safe.
That is the only safe spot.
Yes, because of this card right here. That is a powerful card.
Yeah.
Alright.
I really like the card choices. If you don't die in this level, hopefully we'll get to see some, but like Onitama, they had some fun creative cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, I feel like whoever designed the cards had a really fun time. Most of these are pretty expected, right? Like, none of these are that surprising, but every now and then there's a card that's like, this is weird. This changes everything, but it's so weird.
Right there, and then I die. Right here.
You chose to play this the hard way.
Right. Oh, I'm dead. Am I dead?
You think so?
I think I'm dead. Can't move there. Get hit by this card. Can't move there. Get hit by that card. Can't move there. Same deal. I'm dead. Well then. Crap. Yeah. I mean, this is my own fault.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah. Well, there it is.
You never know. Maybe they'll choose the wrong card. Well, anyway, we could call this here and make this kind of a mini episode.
That's a lot of fun. I was wondering if I should have taken the risk or not. The answer was no.
No. But I encourage you guys to check this out. It's free. It's hosted on the Troll Games website, which is going to be in the description. If you made a game for the Ludum Dare, I
post a link to it in the bottom of this, and then we'll check it out.
Yeah, and if you made a game for the Ludum Dare, feel free to share it in the comments first of all, but also be sure to vote on this game too, because the voting thing, I think you can only vote in the Ludum Dare if you participate.
If you are in the Ludum Dare, I think that's correct.
That might have changed since the Ludum Dare had a huge update, but who knows? Either way, I hope you guys liked it. Maybe the next time the Troll Games team jams, I'll be with them and I can make a game too.
One game, guys.
Question of the day. I don't know. Should we have them design a card or a level? I feel like a level would be pretty fun. Design a level for this game.
Do it.
It doesn't have to be super crazy. You could even use a little sheet of greed paper.
Sheet of grid paper.
Yeah.
Alright guys, we'll talk to you later.
Bye,
Before Chris breaks down.